In the councils of government, we must guard against the acquisition of unwarranted influence, whether sought or unsought, by the military-industrial complex. The potential for the disastrous rise of misplaced power exists and will persist.
That is the most important thing said by a president in his farewell address since George Washington. President Eisenhower coined the phrase military-industrial complex when he warned us against it gaining more and more unwarranted influence in our politics and our government. The defense cuts the Obama administration is proposing would still leave our defense budget larger than Russia, China, and the United Kingdom combined. Republican budget guru Paul Ryan said, "I'm proud of this agreement. It reduces the deficit without raising taxes, and it cuts spending in a smarter way." Well, he didn't say that today when Chuck Hagel announced the proposed defense budget cuts. He said it 76 days ago when he fought for the passage of the Bipartisan Budget Act, which he helped write with Democratic Senator Patty Murray. It is commonly known as the Ryan-Murray Agreement. That agreement cut military spending to about $496 billion for fiscal year 2015. The Obama-Hagel defense cuts would not actually cut defense spending quite as much as Paul Ryan's budget. So what did Paul Ryan say today about the Obama defense cuts? Did he say, come on, Mr. President, you can cut defense spending more than I did. Come on, more than that, because Paul Ryan was able to do that. Or did he say, as a Republican, I hate cutting defense spending, and I'm glad the president found a way to cut it less than I did? Or did he just decide, if Obama's for defense cuts, then I have to be against them? Well, of course, you've guessed it by now. He did exactly what you'd expect him to do. Paul Ryan said that the Obama defense cuts are disappointing. But he wasn't consistent. He didn't say they're disappointing because the president doesn't cut defense as much as I did. Instead, he said, it's disappointing that the president continues to use these vital funds as bargaining chips for higher taxes and more domestic spending. Never mind that Chuck Hagel said nothing today about higher taxes or more domestic spending. The Secretary of Defense was announcing an approach to military spending that is designed to meet the threats he believes the United States faces in the world today. And quite reasonably, he believes that requires less military personnel and smaller budgets than it did when we were fighting simultaneous wars in Iraq and Afghanistan. So it turns out Paul Ryan was for defense cuts before he was against them, or Paul Ryan was for defense cuts until President Obama was for defense cuts.